What's that? You good? That's great. Listen, I know that I'm your big bro, and as the big brother, I have to teach you these things. And one of those things is how to form your own taste in music, right? Because you don't know shit. I mean, you like what you like, but it sucks. Let's be honest. It sucks. I mean, look at your taste. Garbagione. Garbage. Garbagione. Anyhow, today we're going to dive into one of the greatest, the best written song, the best written anything, to be honest, in history, in the universe. Since the Big Bang till now, there was this search to find the best in everything. Life does not allow just randomness and imperfections. All of those happenings in the universe all led to this very fucking moment. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about Immortal Technique, one of the most underrated, one of the most acclaimed lyricists in history. And there's nothing really that brings that to the forefront like Dance with the Devil. Dog, I don't think you understand. What is Dance with the Devil? Like, this is kind of a deep dive. If you don't know, this is kind of a continuation of my series, which is the appreciations of beautiful and unique songs in history that just any jackass can write a song. Any jackass. Like, look at you. Like, you probably think of a melody right now. Like, I'm rapping. Like, you're not, dog. You're not. This is where peak exists. This is where people define themselves as, yeah, I'm him. This is one of those I'm him moments. And I don't want a long intro. Let's go into it. I'm going to break it down because this is one of the peakest of peak. This is where humanity really says, yeah, I did that. This is writing ability beyond writing. I feel like I glazed it enough, but it's not really enough. I'm being dead ass right now. I'm not even joking. This is not a haha thing. This is real. I'm being 100% serious. This is one of the best songs in history. No doubt. No doubt in my mind. This is one of them. Let's go. Just the piano sends shivers down your fucking spine. It tells you, like, we're here. It's like the devil is speaking to you. You just want to cry.
I once knew a nigga whose real name was William. His primary concern was making $1 million, being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober, her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling back.
I know I'm stopping too early, but you gotta appreciate art. You can't just say art and that's it. You gotta appreciate it. You gotta give homage. Fuck. The storytelling already. This is one of those defining moments. It's up there with Nas' I Gave You Power. It's up there with Stan. It's up there with Ras Cappuccioni. It's just up there when it comes to storytelling. It's actually, I would say, there's an argument to say that this is better than all of them. All of the things that I've just said, while all are great, don't get it twisted, they're all fantastic. This is one of the best fucking songs in history. Anyhow, let's continue.
In the projects, checking the young chicks looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never bought respect. He built a reputation because he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. You see, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He feeded for props like addicts with pipes and needles, and so he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. Coincidentally, dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil smoke until his eyes would bleed, but he was sick of selling trees and gave in to his greed.
Sick of selling trees, so he gave in to his need. This is all about the fantasy. This speaks about the fantasy. This entire song is about what you think you are owed in this life and how your thinking leads you to a dark, fucked up path. You think to yourself like, yeah, I want this life. I want this world to be mine. I want this. And because of that want, because of that need that I deserve all of this shit, you're willing to do everything and anything to achieve it. There's a poetic nature when he says, with every day she was sober, her son's hearts simultaneously grew colder. I don't think a lot of people understand that, the poetry behind that. It speaks on, yeah, you could have understood that you fucked up, but the damage is done. Your son already saw the life. Your son has already seen it. And once it gets into you, it's not as easy as just leaving it. Fuck. This is one of those songs that you just can't describe with words. You just can describe with emotion. And the best emotion for this is just fuck. Anyhow.
Everyone trying to be trife, never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot.
Devils used to be God's angels that fell from the top. And this song, You Are the Angel, right? And it shows you how easy it is to fall. There's no diversity. We are all burning in the melting pot. Fire! Oh my God. See, this is what I mean by hip-hop in the art industry right now. It's all artistic. There is no such thing as bad art. There isn't, right? It's just art. But saying like there's no levels to this, I disagree. I don't subscribe to the thought process of everyone is equal when it comes to art. Nah, bitch. Nah, that's in your mama's house. Nah, there's levels. There's levels. And you can show, like, nobody will say it. I want you to understand this. If you're an artist and you're trying to do something with your life and whatever, no one, I will repeat, not a single one, not a single fucking one will tell you that you're worse than someone else, or this is that, or this. You know it in your fucking heart. You know it. You know when you did something. There's a flow state that you enter into where you don't give a shit if somebody likes it, somebody understands it. The people who know that you cooked. Damn.
So Billy started robbing niggas, anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers to crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine. Fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of the block niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs. But when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked the motherfucker up in the club. But only a real thug can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes. Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a bitch to prove he was cold-hearted. So now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men. Up in the sight, his dreams about cars and ice made him agree a hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. And so he met them Friday night at 2:45.
I want you to understand this is the part of the movie that a shift happens where the audience is aware of the right choice and you are aware of the right choice, but you are seeing a soul basically descend into hell. I'm going to refer to Immortal Technique as the author. Honestly, there is no better way to describe him at this point. He's not a rapper, he's an author, right? He is a writer of beautiful, fucking magnificent just peakage. He's basically showing you that life allows you to make a choice. That the road to hell is not forced. It's by choice. He had a choice to go back to his life or make money. The way he written it, allowing the listener to basically see themselves in this kid, understanding why he goes and does all those things or any of that stuff. It's beyond beautiful. Beyond beautiful. Beyond fucking beautiful. The road to hell is by choice.
Everyone trying to be trife, never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. They drove around the project slow while it was raining, smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment, until they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 a.m, coming back from work on her way home. And so they quietly got out the car and followed her, walking through the projects. The darkness swallowed her. They wrapped her shirt around their head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid. Now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked her up and...
Two poetic things he said. The darkness swallowed her. A representation of this evilness that engulfs you, the victim. And after doing this atrocity, what does he say? This is your chance to be raw. Again, that... I don't think you understand this kind of mentality unless you lived through it. I don't think a lot of people understand it. Like, they can kind of comprehend it, but not really. When you live in a world where you would do the most fucked up, evil shit you can ever imagine. A lot of people say, like, I don't get it. Why would you do something like that? It's not peer pressure. It's something deeper. Something that can't be explained by words or ideology or religion. It's something that goes into your soul itself. It's something that it's almost demonic, truly demonic. There's this humming drum inside your head that tells you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Fuck.
Grabbed the chick by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof and then then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the fuck up and stop moving around." The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed, so Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the cloth, she cried silently, and then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. A broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised, one of them niggas pulled out a brand.
A broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. Are you hearing this? A broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. Fuck Shakespeare, bro. Give me immortal technique. A broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. If that's not poetry, I don't know what the fuck is. Dog, it's fucking... This song is so beautiful. I'm actually tearing the fuck up right now. I'm not even joking. A broken jaw mumbled for God, and they weren't concerned. Fuck. I don't feel like you feel it enough. A broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. Honestly, it's just... This kind of writing is just... This is what I mean by, like, it speaks on something deeper than what I can even explain by words. It's genuinely seeing a soul descend into hell. And the writer has this ability to make you feel it, to make you feel like you're a part of it. You're just not a witness, you are a part of it. A broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. Fuck Shakespeare, bro.
22, they told him that she was a witness for what she'd gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, and so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head.
Right there. He thought about it for a minute. She was practically dead, so he leaned and put the gun right to her head. All the actions of this kid are based around logic, not emotion. He's just logically thinking, hey, she's dead, whatever. This is what happens when you detach emotion from logic. When you go pure logic with it, this is what kind of turns you into this kind of monster. It's all logical, yeah, sure. Why not kill her? She's a witness. She's practically dead. There's no emotion behind this because you separated the human being from the person in front of you. And the writer has the ability to emphasize that by simply saying, he thought about it for a minute. She was practically dead, so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head. Fuck.
I'm falling and I can't turn back. I'm falling and I can't turn back.
Right before he pulled...
That sample, 3 verses, 2 hooks. This is the last hook, and he enters this sample. I'm falling and I can't turn back. The perfect representation of what this character is going through. I'm falling and I can't turn back. Can't not be in I'm not physically able. Can't is I don't want to. I'm falling and I can't turn back. I love the fall into hell. I'm falling and I can't turn back. And in this song, in this next verse, he's going to talk about, he thought about the women, the money, all of that. He's building him up, dog. A lot of people fall victim to this shit. A lot of people fall victim to this shit. A lot of people fall victim to this shit. This kind of mentality, this tribalistic, you're part of us mentality. And a lot of people don't understand it, but the people who do. It's addictive. For the people who've never had it in their life, it's as close as you can get to happiness, to be belonging to something, to fulfill a fantasy, to live this dream that you've always had but never could achieve. And within the song, he emphasizes the things that you sacrifice with each thing you do. I'm falling and I can't turn back. A broken jaw mumbled to God. They weren't concerned. Fuck.
Pulled the trigger and ended a life. He thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing along with his new brothers. Cocked the gat to her head and pulled back the shirt cover, but what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole...
Fuck, dog. I don't think you understand the level of... Dog, there are people in Hollywood right now trying their hardest to write a script that could even be 10% of this. They can't even do that. This is what I mean by saying fuck Shakespeare. To be or not to be, suck a dick, bitch. A broken jaw mumbled for God and they weren't concerned. Beats to be or not to be. She cried harder. Oh my God, the levels. Dog, the levels is different. Not everyone is the same when it comes to writing, and Immortal Techniques separates himself by a cavern, a continent from other people. The song is not bloated. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like he forces the ideas. No, he makes you feel it. He makes you to some degree an accomplice. Because out of 100 of you, I'm thinking like 2 of you related to what he did, if not more. Let's be honest, there's more. That throughout the song, you felt like you were him. You felt like, yeah, I'm gangster. Yeah, I will kill a motherfucker. Yeah, I'll stab him. I'll look him dead in the eyes while he dies. I'll do that. I'm gangster like that. And then he turns it around on you. That's gangster? Fuck.
World stopped, he couldn't even contemplate. His corruption had successfully changed his fate. And he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth, and crying out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared. But only the devil responded cause God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul. They say death takes you to a better place, but I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke about it. And listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true, cause I was there with Billy Jacobs and I raped his mom too. And now the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing.
I want you to understand the intelligence of the writing. If he said, that's just a story, that's cool. But when he said, I was there and I raped his mom too, it forces you to acknowledge that this is reality. Of course, he didn't do it, but he forces you to not just perceive it as, it's just a story. No, he forces you, the listener, to acknowledge that this is reality and you are face to face with this horrific reality. How many of you are able to write like this? How many of you just phone it the fuck in? Dre and Eminem and all of them motherfuckers in a song called Syllables. Dre said, the torch is gonna go out before it passes. I don't want to do that. I don't want the fucking torch to pass. I don't want the torch to go out. But if we settle for okay, if we settle for just fine, rap could actually die. Don't get me wrong, I don't want every rapper to be like this lyrical, spiritual miracle. No, but when there is 99.999% bullshit and less than 1% that are focused on greatness, it will die. Because a lot of people think like, the money still exists. No. They're just addicts looking for a fix. And I mean, your mumble shit is not the peak, but you know, it will do. How long do you think it will last before somebody says, you know what, this is not even worth it. This is not even worth it. I'm not even gonna keep doing this. Anyhow, this is Immortal Technique, one of the best fucking songs in history. Fuck. This is writing at its peak. Anyhow, thanks for tuning in, and stop masturbating, bro. Stop. Put the dick down. Stop. Anyhow, thank you.